So if you leave, if you don't see, then let me see it and take it. Do you get it? So that's how it happens. Well, they are seeing the value. Sometimes your close friend is even advising you, and you are not listening. Right? You are having a value woman, cherish her, and you don't see. So, obi impaired, obi pay. If somebody doesn't like, somebody likes.
Thank you. I think we'll jump into some other areas quite quickly, and then if we can, then we'll come back to the social. So if we can have Mrs. Afedi to do something of physical, then yes, we'll have after her we'll have Sister Phoebe and yeah. It's all working. Oh, okay.
All right, so for the first question for the physical, we are asking, what is Brother Ishmael's secret to constant healthy self? And the second one is, how does Brother Ishmael Tete recreate?
Okay. This one is direct to me. Mm-hmm. I have people coming to me in consultation services, maybe in their 50s, and then you hear them saying, and I'm having waist pain, and pain in the knee, and this, and complaining as though their wells have come to an end. And some of the ways in which I start managing them is to let them embrace what is happening. Whether you like it or not, one day you'll have gray hair or beard. Am I right? Yes. You can dye them now, it's okay. All right, but they are still there. So there are certain things that come as way of life's evolution, life's plan, that at a certain age, your hair all black, it will become white, and your bones are also going through the same changes. Same type of pains, problems, and issues will come to everybody. And I have my fair share of them too. But you see, be wise when you are young. Look at the old and ask yourself, what is the main problem of adults, for example, when they become old? One of the major problems will be pains in their joints and so on. So what can I do now so I have great, strong muscles so that when I get to their age, it wouldn't be so much of a problem to me? I cannot do certain types of yoga like I used to do, but I still have my yoga inside me. We were doing yoga here, and Brother Steve Kote, the late Brother Steve Kote, was running it. He will come, and there'll be nobody here to come and learn it. So over time, it stopped. But it's good to have strong muscles, but better to have elasticated muscles. And you learn that from Hatha Yoga. So let the youth realize that whether you like it or not, you'll be at this age. However much I try, I can't be at your youth age. So there are certain things which I have learned and I practice them, and they support me. You know I'm black belt Taekwondo, am I right? I don't hear you.
Yes.
So doing my Taekwondo kicks are still inside me. Sometimes I rehearse a bit. They will be strengthening my muscles. And I don't think anybody here knows that I wear glasses. Because you never see me wearing glasses, have you? Well, sometimes I'm as lazy as you. You exercise your body. Do you exercise your eyes? Many of you don't learn how to exercise your eyes. In yoga, when you are doing it with us in Ghana, we have the eye exercise. With the eyes closed, turn your eyes looking from your lower lips all the way to the end, and then back, and then the middle, and then the upper lips. Do that, and then bring it to your nose. You rotate your eyes to be looking all the way from the contours, like you are drawing, to the end, and then back. And it goes to the eyes, it goes to the eyebrows, goes to the forehead, all right, it goes to the ear. We have these exercises all teaching in Etherean mission. And when I'm lazy and I sit a lot in front of the computer, my sight become blurred. That's when you see me wearing glasses. So my glasses lie in the office. And then I do the sun bath for my eyes. I've taught it here before. I don't know whether you do. Wake up in the morning and just face the rising sun, not with your eyes open. With the eyes closed, face the rising sun. Breathe in the sun to your eyes, turning the head slowly to the left and to the right. You can have an affirmation such as, I see clearly through my eyes. You see, I didn't say I see. I see clearly through what? My eyes. The eye uses the eye, the eyes. When I do this for maybe 2-3 days, my sight becomes clear. So I start carrying on. And when I'm lazy for months now, I have not done it, it reminds me to do. And when it reminds me, I just do. So there are things you can do. Now, here in the Ethereum mission, we know that whether we like it or not, we are receiving a lot of poison in terms of the pollution, the food we are eating, the gas that is entering to our nostrils from cars and fumes, and so on. So twice a year, we do health reset. How many of you do it faithfully? I do. And those who do, you will tell me, your health is much improved. It resets your health. So we call it health reset. So eat right, feel right, think right, act right, and you will be living healthy. Observe those who have gone ahead of you, all right? And we all go through the same knee pains. You think I don't have knee pains? I do. And because my muscles are strong, I walk through, and it is not an issue. Must it be an issue that my hair is gray? My bones are going gray. It's also not an issue. What is normal? So I'm always in myself, alive. Why must I worry about pain in my toe when the rest of the body is rejoicing? Let me rejoice with the rest of the body. So first, don't make it an issue. And as a result, I eat right, I feel right, right. And then recreation. How will I say? The word entertainment comes from the French word intertrainer, meaning to hold together, to support. Today, we think recreation means entertainment. But recreation means recreate your mind, your feeling, your body. And every creation comes from within, isn't it? So recreation is what you do from within that amplifies you within. But we have made recreation entertainment. And today, if I come back to what I was saying, many people, you eat for entertainment instead of for nourishment. So life has become entertainment, so you will not have inner creation, inner recreation. Well, how do I recreate me? I recreate me by being a child. I do what Yeshua taught me. He said, unless you become like these children, you won't enter into the kingdom of heaven. Do you know how to be like a child? Wonder. I go inside me and I wonder about the wonder called God, this life. The wonder of my body. Why are my eyes not on my toes but here? The wonder of my heartbeat. The amount of blood it is pumping without my instruction. 160 million cells in my eyes and how they are all functioning. I wonder at life, the earth spinning to give me night and day. I wonder at the intelligence in life, the purposefulness of life. I wonder at God. I wake up in the morning and I wonder. There's so much to wonder about than to need to be just entertained. So wonderment. My recreation is that I wonder about life. And in wondering about life, I recreate me and I get more knowledge, more wisdom, knowing how life works. So certain things that please me in my wonderment is to watch movies about nature. So, and then I learn the life of ants. And I wonder that it's like some passionate, faithful wisdom is in the ants to make them know how to build that ant hill. Wow. By ratio, ants build the tallest building than any creature. Their height to the height of the ant hill, no human being has reached 1/4 of that. And if you go to an ant hill, you will get lost. Break it and see. And they find their way, and they are blind, and they know when to gather food. Hence, Bible says, go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise. So I wonder at the life of ants, life of birds. This tiny thing called the bird's head. Flying from US coming here, I was in Wonderland. I was imagining the number of gadgets that the pilots are managing, all right, to fly. And this tiny head of a bird, like my finger, the tip of my finger, the birds know how to fly millions of miles or thousands of miles to new destination and find their ways back without GPS, without navigation instrument. Don't you wonder? When I wonder at this, I say, God is God. I say, then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When I wonder, I experience God, and I know God is God. People ask, how are you always happy? I wonder, what is God's idea for making me possible here? What was I 100 years ago? A possibility idea in the mind of God. I wonder, when I consider the marvel, the wonder, the intelligence, the purposefulness of life, the spontaneity of life, before I got here, the spirit of the air was here. It knows how to be at the tip of my nostrils with every breath. Even when we foul the air with flatulence, it is still breathing me. I wonder at it. I wonder. You see, if you don't wonder at life, you won't discover the secrets of life. Recent, I was in a retreat camp with people in America, and you know, somebody will fly from New York to California, pay maybe $600 airfare to come and do workshop with me, and pay $800 to come and do workshop with me. How much do you pay? Good morning. And when I was teaching them one of the mysteries by which you can create your good, they were like, wow, you don't observe nature. You see, Bible says, judge not, else you are judged. Do you know how judgmental you are? When the food is in your mouth, you say, yummy. When it's coming out, you say, yuck. So you don't even listen to your body. Teachers teach you how to concentrate on what you want, what you desire to get it. But everybody has a different coding for concentration. If you want to learn the secret of moving the power of the universe to support you, study it when you are pooing. When you have to go somewhere and short for time, but you realize that it's a journey. Let me pee before I go. Let me poo before I go. Sometimes you sit down and the poo doesn't come. And then you manage your mind in some way, isn't it? You concentrate in a particular way. Everybody's concentration is different. And when you are concentrating, watch your eyes. Your eyes always fixed in a particular way. You have not listened to your body. You don't listen to the nature. You don't listen to God in you as you. You were able to, through that, to move the universe of your system to evoke the poo to come out, isn't it? And you can similarly evoke the poo of the universe, the energy of the universe, to move in some directions to support you. You don't listen. You don't wonder. My next book will be coming out before my birthday in September. My 34th book, called Inner Life Mastery. and I've shared this secret in it. It's all there. I wonder. So wonderment makes me always happy. I wonder. Did I answer you? And so I've answered both, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Health and then I recreate.
Oh, sorry, thank you. Just call your name by that on this.
1, 2. God bless you.
God bless you.
The next question is night work any damage to the health? And the second is, what goes with health, success, and longevity?
We probably want to start this.
Pardon?
So is night work healthy? Well,
Is night work any damage to your health?
mhm. Well, this is more of medical. And in a recent conversation with a certain doctor, he told me God created us to have that urge to sleep in the night for a particular reason. Our bodies relaxes more in the night than during the day. And he tied this explanation to the fact that more of night work gives you high blood pressure. That is what their research have given us. They also tell us we need about 8 hours sleep every day. They say night sleep. So if you sleep 8 hours during the day, it is not equivalent to you sleeping 8 hours in the night. And you see, we all need adequate rest in our lives. When you observe nature, as our master said, we have to learn from nature. All seeds, they build up during what? Darkness, isn't it? Right. They go under the soil, which is darkness, and they grow from there. Likewise, during the dark part of the day, our bodies go through certain things that is needed for the body. I know some people, because of what they do, they would have to work in the night. But at least there should be some balance. There are some people who work 12 hours in the night, seven nights. There's no balance. There should be some balance as much as possible so that that which your body needs in the night during sleep, you'll be able to what? Also accumulate that one as well. So as per the doctor, and truly the very ones who have worked in the night before attest to some of these things, that when you do more of night work, it has some effect on you physically. So have some balance even if you have to do night work. When you get a chance to go on holiday, don't let them convert the hours into more pay. Fly somewhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fly somewhere and go and relax the body. Yes, it is needed. Nature teaches that we need to take a fallow period. In farming, they allow the land to go fallow for a period of time for the land to regain its nutrients here and there. Take a fallow. Go and relax and gain the strength once again. Thank you.
Oh, no. The answer is perfect. I'm learning from my teacher.
What goes with health, success, and longevity?
A few definitions here. Health, success, and longevity. What is success here in Ethereum Mission? We are all learning. Success. What is it? That enhances you and promotes life. Right. These are the elements of success. When you look at these things very well, You can't have a strong engine in a shattered body, can you? When you may have the best engine in your car, but the car body is all shattered and you'll be driving in the street, the police will start stopping you. Right? So in as much as you may have a beautiful soul, you have a beautiful spirit, you need a healthy body to work in. So there is an alignment between health and what? Success. One philosopher said, if you don't eat your food as your medicine, you will soon eat your medicine as your food. So make sure you eat healthy. Do health research if need be. Make sure you are healthy as well, because a healthy body should run alongside a healthy soul, a beautiful soul, so that you can evolve beautifully. And when that is happening, the success that you are looking for is also working alongside, because you are able to express your inner potentials in strength. Am I right? Yes. If your body is weak, how would you be able to express those virtues in the strength that you need? So eat healthy is very important for your body. And then the success and the longevity will also run along. God bless you.
Do you want to add anything to it?
My master has spoken, and it is perfect.
We would have run into the last two for us on physical. Yes, no, it's going to be over. Yes. For ourselves on the game. And the children are waiting for their turn. They just tripped me up, so.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Can we age without the problems of many aches in the body? Does our food work in our bodies the same? Does our food work in the body the same? If so, why do we have people eating healthy and one looks better than the other?
Well, the first one, I think he's already answered it, isn't it? How he's able to, through exercises, balance aging to strong muscles. He's already answered that. So it is natural for us to have, some aches in our joints. But through practice here and there, he's able to manage that. So he's already answered that. Now to the next question as to the various foods working differently in our bodies. Of course, we are complex beings. We have different formations here and there. There are some people who are allergic to some particular kind of food, isn't it? Yes, I know our master doesn't eat particular kind of things. He doesn't eat canned foods because he gets reaction to those things. You have to learn to know how your body operates. You have to. Two people can eat the same food, and as it says, one will get a reaction to what they have eaten. You have to know your body, and you know what to eat and what not to eat. So our bodies react differently to various kinds of food that we eat. Know yours. If you are allergic to something, I know our kids, when they go to school, the parents tell the authorities that this child is allergic to this and that, so they don't serve that to that child. Adults too, we have such differences, and we should learn to know our bodies and know what we can put in our bodies, and then grow beautifully. If you have a diesel car, would you put petrol in it? No. So know what your body needs to feel energized. Thank you.
Can I ask something spiritually? I just want to know, we are spiritual beings, and why do we need to pray to spirit? Why is we are spirit? And second one, Africans, Asians, and Native Americans and Aborigines practice spirituality so much. But why is it that they are always in earthly pain? Is it because of the directions they practice it? Or is it because of the, which is sometimes is, well, people call it witchcraft because of the way it's used. The same energy is the same as any godly energy, which is so powerful.
I'll take the first one and you take the second one. All right. The first one. Why should we pray if we are spirit beings? What is the definition of prayer in Etherean mission? We are all learning now. It is harnessing the scientific way of harnessing the mind, feeling, and emotion to experience the wonderment of God that is already happening. That is prayer. So when you are praying, it is not you telling God to do something for you. It is you connecting to that which is already flowing as the wisdom of life, as the supportive nature of life, as the abundance of life. And then you download the ideas as well as inspiration to guide you going forward. So yes, when we pray, we are easily or simply connecting to the source. When the wave is praying, the wave is trying to connect to the ocean to know what the ocean is already doing so that the wave can also what? Do likewise. It is not you praying. After all, what would the wave tell the ocean that will cause the ocean to change what it's already doing? So our prayer is not to change anything from God. God is already doing what it is doing. Yours is to tune in, download the ideas and inspiration for action.
It's good I'm going on retirement this year, isn't it? It's good I'm going on retirement. There's no problem, yes? I can see a final version of me coming out, and that is really glorious. In the earlier question, you wanted to know whether we can age without aches. Everything in life degenerates and recycles. Everything in life. So on the larger scale, everybody will go through life with some degenerative situations. If your hair becomes gray, it means there's some degenerative situation there, and so with the bones. The important thing is don't take it as it's the end of the world. And if you are young, start looking out for, in what way do I live now? So that when I'm 70, I'm still with minimal or no pain. Whether you are eating well or not, as a man, get to know that you will have prostate enlargement as you are growing. It's part of the meal. If you grow long enough, your prostate will be enlarged. What do you do now to ensure that if even it will enlarge, it will not enlarge quickly? So let me eat a lot of tomatoes as a youngster instead of eating a lot of yogurt, especially those of us in Ghana eating that type of yogurt too. So let me eat this and that so I can avoid this. I have nothing against tin foods. Maybe once a while it will become the necessary food. It's something is canned for tomorrow. But when there's fresh food, why don't you go with God food? You see, human beings, we don't like anything God has done. All right? God gave women eyebrows, they shaped it. Eyelashes, they added. Fingernails, they added. And we human beings in general, we don't like. The food God gave us, we cook some. We roast some. We bake some. We fry some. Why don't we add part of God's natural one too? Before we learned fire, were we not eating? So it means nature wants us to eat nature in its raw form too. So at least every day have some fresh fruits in your diet, some vegetables, fresh. But if you go all chemicalized, processed food, whether domestically processed or factory processed all through, then you are not giving yourself the opportunity that the body needs. So all men, as youth, study what will be the usual problem of men when they grow up. Women, what will be the usual problem of women when they grow up? Then you start learning the changes in your hormones. You will reach menopause. Every woman will reach menopause, isn't it? When it happens, you go through some psychological changes, some physical changes. What would you handle these? If you don't study, the time will come and you find yourself fretting. When you start fretting and worrying, that causes more disease. So you go through the cycle of pain. Some things are the way nature made it, yes? And you think of Africans praying a lot. Maybe we are not developing. I would like somebody to give me a clear definition of development. To me, my definition of development of a people is that a people who are balanced and happy within. That is development. I have been to the homes of some of the big film stars in Hollywood. We enter their house and you will say, these people are living. The size of the swimming pool, the decoration of the first hall, the second hall, the third hall. I mean, their courtyard with the swimming pool and the plants. If you go to California, you will go to a place called Getty, Getty. You can even Google it. I mean, you go and you know that this man lived. But I've entered into many of them, and they are broken souls. When you see them coming for the Oscar awards with the nice ties, inside they are broken souls. To me, development is not the ability to do acrobatics in the air and drop fire on the ground. Today, Ukraine has become a test ground for development, isn't it? It's a test ground for development. So the developed nations are bringing their instruments, their weapons to test against Russia and so on. And it will carry on. And some people are making money out of this. So development to me is not that we have fine roads, big houses, and so on. But we are happy people. If you have all the nice, flashy house and cars, and you are broken, is it development? So when we speak of maybe Africans praying and so on, and they are not developed, the Caribbeans praying and they are not developed, we need first to define development. Because I've seen people, I go to the village to gather herbs for my clinic, and I've seen people, I sit with them, I eat with them, and you find they have little to nothing, and they are so content. They're so content. You find the children having, how do you call it, matchbox, and they've put some fruits as ties, and they are dragging, and they are feeling so happy having their cars. Do you get it? So we need to define that first. A developed nation must be measured by the happiness ratio of its people. Thank you. God bless you.
Why are there more poor people than rich? So I'll repeat the question. Why are there more poor people than rich is question one. And I want to make lots of money. What is Brother Ishmael Tete's tips? They're not my questions.
Okay. Okay. The one master secret to make a lot of money is to make the reason for the money to drive you to the money. So the one master secret to make a lot of money is to make the reason for the money to drive you to the money. You want to make lots of money, it's already here on the planet. So what is preventing you from making it? But if you have reason, the reason will direct you to what you should think, feel, act, and do to make it. The reason why there are more poor people on the planet than rich people is that generally human beings are lazy, mentally lazy. I call it the primary disease, laziness. When you were in the womb, you were receiving oxygen and nutrients all passively. You come to human life, you still want to remain the same way. But in the human life, you no more receiving oxygen passively from fluid. You must participate in your breathing. So participate in your riches. Do you sit and think your problems through to solution? I have solution time with spirit, at least every day, at least 1 hour solution time with spirit. Solution means I go to my silence with question. You sleep 8 hours in the night. So you tell me you are 45 years, meaning you slept for 15 years. You see, there's so much I can talk about. All telling us that we are lazy. Spend the last 5 minutes even to put a question to the universe. Surrender your soul to the universe where you've come from with a question so that the night becomes a night of incubating answers for your questions. But we don't. Here in the Etherean machine, for example, I've taught it. But I don't know whether you do it, and I do. You think I don't go through problems? My problems are bigger probably than anybody's. You know, if we were all to put down our problems and life mixes them and we are asked to come back and look for problems that we can carry, I believe we shall all go for our very own problems. Because every problem comes with its benefit. So it's our relationship with life, with money. One, many people don't love money. How can money come to you when you don't love money? Especially good people. Good people hate money. How can you get it? You've been told by Bible that it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God, isn't it? That is a law. Since you accepted it, it's in your bones. Getting money will be a struggle. I had that problem. I removed it. And since I started prospering. So what is your attitude towards money? What is your relationship? Somebody say, I love money. I love money. And don't say with the lips, be sure you do. Because money is the symbol for the value of service rendered. Money is a symbol for the value of service rendered. Service is the release of your energy to benefit another. And the service energy you use to benefit somebody is God's energy. So money is God's energy. If you don't have that right mental attitude, you will not love money. So money as God's energy is spiritual. And it will love you when you love it. If somebody doesn't love you, you wouldn't want to go to the person's company. Am I right? So get the right definition for money. So you have money as God's energy. And I say the reason for the money must not drive you to money. God's energy supports and promotes goodness in life. What good does your life seeking to promote? What good is your life seeking to promote? Let that be the ultimate reason for money, and that reason will lead you to money. If other reasons lead you to money, you become a laborer of money. You will get money, but you will never enjoy it. And he is rich who enjoys it, not he who has it. So don't be a laborer for money. Be wealthy. I don't have all the money in the world, but I'm one of the richest men on the planet because I have full happiness. I feel accomplished. I don't have any real need that, like, if I don't get this money, I will die. No, I'm adequately sustained and supported. And beyond that, I'm deeply happy because my life is focused on making lives better. That's all. So let the reason for money lead you to money so you become truly rich and not a poor person with money. We have poor money loaders. You are loaded with money, but you are really poor. You don't have it. I'm a rich man, and a true rich man, one of the richest on the planet. Thank you.
The question is, does all service, I think that says require one with money or reward? Okay, well that's the question. Does all services reward one with money, and is lottery a way to become rich? Thank you.
Well, I have battled with the first question for some time now. That is, does all service comes with a reward of money? And my conclusion is simply yes. It comes with all services comes with a reward of money. But in what form? That is where the most important question lies. You see, sometimes the service that we give, we get rewarded in particular ways, but because we don't see them in the form of physical money in our hands, we think the service was not rewarded with money. But you may be rewarded in a particular way that reward, if you were to pay money for it, you would use what? Physical money to pay for that. But because you got the reward in a way that you did not see the money come to you before perhaps you use that money to pay for what you are enjoying from another service, you think the service did not reward you. But every service comes with a reward of what? Money. You see, the very things that I have learned so much in this life that gives me some money started with doing it for free. Yes, it started with doing it for free. I do radio setup for some people. I learned that service through service that did not give me physical money. But you realize that now it gives me the physical money. But initially, I just did it what? For free. So we have to program our minds to come to that understanding that when we deliver some service to humanity, it may not come to us like cash in our hands. But it doesn't mean the reward that you are getting is not quantifiable. It is quantifiable. You may receive a gift from someone. Is it not money the person used to buy that gift for you? It is, isn't it? And this life is so awesome in its own dealings to the extent that it has its own way of rewarding us. You can't limit yourself. It's like I do a service to Tony and I expect Tony directly to pay for the service that I have rendered unto him. That is not how life operates. Be open to the infinite avenues of life with which it will reward you. Open yourself up to that and do service in honesty. And you see, perhaps where you may not even be thinking of the reward of service coming from, that is where the reward will be coming from. Thank you. Okay. Well, is lottery a way to become rich? Well, it's very subjective. In the United Kingdom, we've heard of people who have won the lottery and in a year or two, they go broke, isn't it? So it is not in the amount of money that they won. The poverty mind is a poverty what? Mindset that they are having. It's not in the money that they were having. It's in the mindset that they were having as well. Yes, some people play the lottery every now and then. Yes, you can do that. It's a probability situation. But for you to be very rich, you need to have the rich what? Mindset. And our master has already taught us. One of the richest mindset that you can have is the mindset of what? Service. Be an avenue, a channel through which the needs of humanity is met. So the very one who won the lottery, if he had this mindset, in what ways can I use that which I have won to meet the needs of what? Humanity. In that way, the lottery money is going to what? Yield more results. And then we will stay what? Rich. But you may have a 10 million pounds in your account. But if you don't find ways to make it multiply through service, it will no more be 10 million. It will go down. So riches is more of what? The mindset. The service mindset. Be an avenue of service to humanity. That is the sure way of you becoming rich. Thank you.
Okay. So, yes, so now we're going to, let me take it. So now we have the 10 of our children. They'll come in and then the adults, so now we're having the 10 of our children, the Etherean mission, UK children, and our class prefect. And it's here to start it for us. So Angel will be starting with a questioning for children. The rest get ready.
And before she starts, I want to say something. Happy birthday to
You happy born in heaven, and your face looks like an angel.
And you
Live like one, two. Happy birthday to you. You were born in heaven, and your face looks like an angel, and you live like one, two.
16 today, yes? How many boyfriends?
There's two questions. The first one is, when must one start a sexual relationship? The second one is, can a dull mind be transformed, or is one born with it?
When can one start a sexual relationship? That's a very tough question, yes. And I know after me, the guru will add something to it. He's already said something about sex. We tend to focus more on the act than the intention of the act. In his book, Sex, Communication, and Money, he will tell you, and I have always believed that it is not just the fact that you are a married man that gives you the license to even have sex. Sex should be for responsible souls. souls who have come to the understanding of the power of sex. Just think of it. If an act through which another soul can incarnate, another being can be formed, do you think that act should be taken lightly? It shouldn't, isn't it? Yes. So who do you think should be given a license to have sex? Responsible people. In some countries, you will need a license to own a dog. Right? But we think because a license to drive, of course. You need even a license to watch TV, isn't it? Yes. But we think because we are adults in these bodies, we are licensed to have sex. We need to come to the understanding of the importance of that act. And when we are doing it, we know what we are creating with it. It is not only babies that we use sex to create. After all, we've had sex so many times than the number of children that we have, isn't it? So, if one of them has given us a child, what of the other? We can consciously tune ourselves in order to achieve something great through the act. So do you think anyone should be doing that? So responsible people, someone may be 40 years and not be what? Responsible. Someone may be 50 years and not be responsible. So the right moment or the appropriate moment for you to engage in a sexual act is when you feel you are what? Responsible to get into that act. That is what I would say.
No, I need to answer it.
Okay, yeah.
I believe the master has said it all. So for you to maybe just elaborate, when we say you must be mature and responsible, sex must be enjoyed by two mature and responsible people. You must be physically, spiritually, socially, psychologically mature. In other words, spiritual, social, psychological, physical, and financially mature for you to engage in it, because it comes with responsibilities. So that pleasure comes with responsibilities. So if you know you are mature in all of this, and I don't know whether we have a thermometer for gauging maturity. Maturity simply means I understand what it is about, and I am ready for any consequences that will emerge out of this. You know, the sex act, as he said, produces children. So every sex act is producing something. If you are mature, for example, you will not have sex when you are angry, because you are creating that energy. It becomes a huge force in the family. It can cause disease in the family. Then you say witches are troubling you, but you are your witches. You see. So you are mentally, emotionally mature. In other words, psychologically mature. You know the spiritual force of sex. Sex is the evocation of a living spirit into incarnation. So you doing it with that awareness, and you know, what spirit am I evoking with every sex act? Am I evoking peace, love, joy, wisdom? Then you are spiritually mature. Then physically, you know you are healthy, vibrant, energetic, and you've studied even the anatomy of sex itself. All right? Many men do not know that 80% of women don't get orgasm vaginally. They get orgasm clitorally. Do you study it to know how to fulfill your partner? When you've not studied this, then your woman is always not satisfied. And when tomorrow she goes out with somebody, you say, why? But you've not studied. But there's a whole, in fact, a book will be coming out soon for the youth and adults. You may also participate to show how to find how to fulfill your partners. Right, so, and then financially, are you able to have enough resources to sustain the two lives and the third life and the fourth life that become out of it? You need to think of all these. And when you are mature in all of this, then you are qualified. Many people are married and they are having sex, But to me, they are not mature, they are not qualified to. So it becomes just animalistic pleasure. Thank you.
Can a dull mind be transformed, or is one born with it?
Well, you see, we put labels on things, and it even causes us not to be able to address those issues. People are labeled as they are dull here and there. But what we have to come to the understanding of is we all learn differently. We all have different ways of learning. Someone learns pictorially, right? That is how some people learn. It is up to the teacher who is teaching someone to come to that understanding of which effective way would I be able to teach this person to get a grip of what I am teaching him or her. We put such labels on especially children that, oh, this children is dull. This child is got this difficulty here and there. But no matter the situation, we are able to find ways that we will be able to teach these children what we want to teach them. There is no need in we labeling them as this or that. What matters most is we finding appropriate ways of teaching that child that we have labeled as dull to be able to learn what they want to learn. That is how we should go about it. Yes, we all have different learning capabilities. So surely, if something that I may take, say, 2 hours to perhaps learn, someone may take considerable more time to learn. So you have to be able to figure out which way to teach that child. In America, they say no child left what? Behind. What does that mean? It means no matter the learning capability of that child, they will find a way so that they will be able to teach that child. That is the way forward. That is the way forward. Thank you.
You've said it completely. The labels sometimes make us not face the reality and to know how we can give people support. There are people who are actually born medically challenged mentally. So we know that they are medically challenged. Some are born without a leg, so you know they are physically challenged. So there's people who are maybe, how do we call them? Some are even born without brains. All right? It's baffled medicine how a person could live without brains. But I think, was it Richard Branson or so? He's dyslexic. And he's risen to this great height. And we've had many people that way who otherwise would have put them as dull because they cannot read. We don't know the problem they go going through. But somebody said, let me look at it again. This scientist, he was crippled. What's his name? One of the popular scientists. Steve Hawkins. Yes, Steve, right. And he's come out, with some of the greatest inventions that we are still living on. So the labels sometimes stop us from embracing the reality and helping people become better. Thank you.
Is circular education important? If so, why?
I don't hear you.
Is circular education important, and if so, why? And does success link with hard work or sometimes luck?
Thank you. Is secular education important, and why? Of course, it is important. It is important that we have secular education. You see, what we call secular also begins with spirit as well. I once asked a certain man of God that I was having a conversation with, before the first book of chemistry, where was chemistry? Before the first book of economics, where was economics? So, secular education has the spiritual side of it as well. What is the purpose of secular education? We go there to be able to gain the skills that we have all gained through what? Secular education. Yes, for you to become a doctor, you need to be able to go to school, and then you get certified through the bodies so that you'll be able to practice medicine. For you to be an engineer, there is a secular education that is designed for you to be able to do that. Even if you are able to identify your purpose, you still need that secular education in order to polish it. You may have identified that you are very good when it comes to cooking. You will need secular education to enhance your cooking skills, won't you? You will need a body to certify what you are doing. So secular education is important. When you identify what you are as a spirit being, you will need the support of the secular education to what? Bring it up to speed so that you'll be able to what? Does that help you? It helps? Okay, and the last one?
Does success link with hard work or sometimes luck?
Does success link with hard work or luck? Or sometimes luck? Well, I would say as intelligent beings, as smart beings, success must therefore be linked with we being smart, we working very smart. Hard work to some people is just using the muscles, right? So I have a pickaxe, and then I dig just to be able to what? Make money. But working smart has led us to the point that we don't need to physically use a pickaxe to dig. We work smart going forward. So we have equipment that we will use to do those hard work. Success is to do with you being smart and you knowing the efficient way of getting things what? Done. When you do that, you will get the success that you want. The luck aspect, I don't know what you defined as luck. But in this very purposeful universe, I don't see luck as coming in here. That is why I told you earlier that I don't know what I have done. I don't remember what I have done in previous incarnation for me to meet a man like Brother Dr. Ishmael Tete. It's not everyone who has met him, is it? But I have met him. So something must have caused me meeting him. So don't depend on luck. Be that causative agent of whatever you would want to enjoy. And don't bounce or don't count your achievement on luck. Be the causative agent of whatever that you are seeking to enjoy. Thank you.
I think he's answered well, so that he doesn't need me. When you work very hard, it makes you very lucky.
Why do we have to do the vision call? Second question is, why do adults get angry at children?
Why do we do the vision call? Can you do the vision call? Okay, start. Let me see. The Etherean mission vision call is a statement of what? Carry on.
Its message directly appeals to the soul and empowers it.
Carry on. In it is embodied.
In it is embodied the Etherean Christ vision, which states, see the good and the divine in yourself and in all of life. Life is at congress working for our highest good and the good of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
We are here on earth to do good and to be gods of truth and love.
And so we are. You see, we have to remind ourselves every now and then of what we would want to achieve as Ethereans. Every now and then, if you are very, very practical, when you hear the vision call, there is a line, a statement in it that ignites something new within you. There is a statement or there is a paragraph in that vision call that awakens you to something new every now and then. It gives you a different meaning every moment that we remind ourselves of that. So yes, it is important that we remind ourselves of the vision that we would want to embark upon or we are embarking on as a Etherean mission. Because every line in there is a whole essay in itself. Every paragraph in there, you can write a whole book on it. So don't just listen to it. When you listen to it, in fact, focus on every line in there, and you will see the importance of we saying it every day that we meet. And to your second question, why do parents get angry at children? So let me ask you, why do children also want to make parents angry at them? You don't want that question, yeah? Uh-huh. You see, parents want the very best for their children, isn't it? Yes. And by your teachers, anger is not evil. As to how you use the anger is what matters, isn't it? So when we are angry at you, it's just an expression of we not being happy with what you are doing. And we would want you to improve in whatever that you are doing. We would want you to start being responsible with your actions. That is why parents get a little bit angry at you. It doesn't mean we are mad at you, but we want you to come to the awareness that you are living beyond. You are living, let's say, below your capabilities. You can always do more. You can be better. You can grow in excellence. And if that is not coming forth, we feel very angry. And we talk to you for you to what? Pick up and grow more. Does that help you?
And then we'd have a song up. I think our time is almost up, so we'll find it that it's past the time.
So can this be the last one?
Last one, yes.
Is life easy? Is life easy? And why did Granddad decide to open Etherean mission?
All right, I'll take the first one, and then he rounds up with the last one. Is life easy? I think Monique asked me this question some time ago. Is life easy? Life is whatever you choose to call it. But remember, life can be whatever it chooses to be. But the bottom line is, life is always seeking the best for itself. We have been taught of cosmic fate, isn't it? Sometimes we face so much challenges in this life that we tend to question